and also Miss Tally. And here's the amazing thing, that I'm sitting here with what's called a centenarian, which is a woman who's over 90. And this is Gladys Wilson, and a super centenarian, which is Miss Tally, because she is 113 years old. And I'm looking at you too, and I'm just amazed that on this couch, sitting right here next to each other, are people who are almost 200 years old. And I gotta ask you, you know, I mean, what do you just turned 92, so you just had a birthday. And Miss Tally, you just turned 113. And so you just had a birthday, and I need you to ask her. I need you to ask her what she thinks about being 113. Talk to her. Well, you talk about what's being 92, about being 92.
Oh boy, on reflection, it's kind of hard to realize all those years. To have lived this long and to have seen your own children become seniors. My children are now seniors themselves. And it's a blessing to be able to be here at a time to see them and their children that they have makes me a much celebrated grandma and great-grandma and great-great-grandmother. And it's awesome. I have to sit down to think sometime and say, have I been here 92 years? What did I do with all those years? I hope I made an impression on somebody. And that's my wish and my hope, my prayer.
Well, what does it feel like sitting next to a woman who's 113?
I'm honored. And I just wonder if I made out of the good stuff she was made out of to last this long. But she bowled till she was 105, right? 105, you bowled. You bowled.
I bowled about 20 years.
How old were you when you stopped?
So around 20 years. I don't know exactly how many.
I think she was 103 or 105.
She was 105 or 106.
Get about got the years, because I got them little
bowling pins.
I got
the bowling pins.
And I got one for every year.
For every year you bowled.
Really?
How about that? Yeah.
And fishing, I heard you fish.
Yep, she fishes. It was on that paper.
Yeah,
she get them.
She'll get, okay.
I bowled over 104. Hey, is that in there?
I see. Well, I didn't do all this. I played ball till I was 55, I know, with my sons, but...
Played what kind of ball?
Baseball.
You played baseball.
And whenever we were out on the school ground, I'm going to take Mama on my side, you know. They were all choosing me to be on that side. Play ball.
Get them all out, kind.
Oh, how nice.
Kind of.
You got 20 of them? You got 20?
They got the years on
All right.
Oh, the years on it. What year is that?
High game 2001, 2002.
Was that the last year?
I started September and the close out. I started September, and then the next year.
92, 99.
In May.
2000.
Close out the last of April, I think.
Okay.
She got me bird.
High game. 158.
High score. That's a high game. 158.
Right, 92 to 99.
Let's see.
Senior Citizens League. Mixed league. Men and women. Yeah, because that was 92, 99.
See.
Yeah.
82, 83.
92, 93. 2001, 2002.
And then that's 200.
2001.
202.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Scores.
Mom, show her the picture of President Obama.
Well, she saw it. You know who the president? Said happy
That's who you
birthday.
voted for.
Miss Tally, did you vote?
Did you do?
She voted when he came in, yeah. She voted the last year. when he came
She
in.
voted for the first black president.
Yes, she did.
that
So
would
did
have
I. Voted for the first black president. Yep.
No,
That was something. Now that was something.
Tell me about it.
All right, I was in New Jersey in your house, and Daryl came over. Daryl's my grandson, and it was inauguration day, and so I had my cell phone, and he said you could take a picture of him being inaugurated right on. And I looked, and as those words were repeated to him, he repeated them back, and water just started running out of my eyes. Tears just started coming down my eyes. It's a black guy being sworn in as president of the United States. It was hard to digest. It was hard to digest. It was amazing. Yeah. And my grandson said, "Grandma, what's wrong?" I said, "It's just something that I never expected to live to see."
Is there did Miss Tally did you know you were voting for a black president?
Yes. She gonna hear you.
Black president,
Mm-hmm.
you voted for.
Mhm.
You knew he was black.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's something.
Yeah. I mean,
Turning point in history.
do you remember your mother? Do you remember your mother? She doesn't hear me, right?
Do you remember your mother? Do you remember Grandma?
My grandma,
Your mother.
my mama, already, my
She wanted to know, do you remember your mother?
mama,
Yes.
What was her name?
she passed at 52.
1952.
I think she passed at 52.
Oh, she passed in.
What was her name?
I don't know how.
What was her name?
Aurelia.
Already.
Okay. And when did your mother pass?
Mama passed in 1963. Young woman. According to me now. Because I think she was born in 1900.
Did they ever talk about slavery in your family?
Well, in a way, in the way they talked about it, was deprivation. Old Martha. I call him Old Martha, that white man. I don't know. But by the same token, my mother's brother married a white lady. And so they did intermarry, So those are strange times. Strange times.
How are you feeling? How do you feel at 113?
How I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay?
I feel okay. I don't feel sick. I just can't get around.
Mm-hmm. Are there things you would like to do? What would you like to do?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Hard to hear.
Yeah. What would you like to do at 92?
Well, you can't turn back the clock and realize that years the body wears out, but you do what you can do. So I just like to continue doing the things that I can do, not to worry about what I can't do, right? You don't worry about what we can't do we? All right. No. I don't have anything particular. I just want to touch somebody's life or say something to somebody that might turn them a different direction, a better direction. Or just help one little person or something, I just want to do.
Like I'm the oldest one in my family. You're the oldest one in your family. Ain't you?
You're the only one in your family, and she the only one in her family?
Well, how can I
Yeah.
say that when I have so much family?
Well, no.
She's saying you're the oldest one. Both of you
Now, you're
guys.
the oldest person left in your family.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she's saying both of you all are the oldest ones.
Right.
Mhm.
Because I've lived longer than Kari. Not quite. think Ari would have been the oldest.
No, but left living. You guys
Left
are the
living,
oldest
yeah.
ones.
Okay, that is something.
That's amazing.
And y'all are what? Cousins.
And cousins. Yeah.
What?
Does she ever have conversations with the
Still.
granddaughter?
Right.
They talk something.
Did it?
Now her and cousin Carrie Lou was first cousins.
Right.
Straight to
Her and cousin Carrie Lou was first cousins. So her and
Second cousins, and we're third.
Gladys was second. And my daughter. And
That's
y'all
why I
was
said
third.
she looked like grandma. Carrie Lou, grandma.
That's such a
Got
great
company.
picture.
This,
That's
she
wonderful.
looked like her daddy.
Oh, she's so cute on that.
I
Is there
forgot
a
what
message
birthday
that
this
you
was.
guys haven't lived so long, and I'm going to ask you to ask your mother this too. This is going to be my last question, but having lived so long, and I don't. Does your mother watch TV?
She looks at TV a little bit.
Mhm. So the
come on, come on.
Who's that?
that's her granddaughter.
That's
her daughter.
That's the
my
daughter.
granddaughter.
Yeah.
Her mother's
Why
dead.
Why she wouldn't come in?
That's her granddaughter.
Yeah, she was here before, wasn't she? She don't want a picture taken.
No,
Or not, she thinks she might get a picture taken.
I told her to be quiet.
Oh.
She ain't want to.
What
Well,
is
Marcia-
it that you all would say to young people today? I mean, having lived this long, and I know you see a lot of things going on because you have so many grandchildren and so many great grandchildren. What's the message to young people today about this world?
Well, actually, I think that if you're going to become a parent, you have to know that God gives you a child. You're responsible for that child. You should train up that child and teach it right from wrong, good from bad. And that's some of the problems that we're having today. A lot of these children haven't been trained, haven't been taught, and they just go the way of the world. They're more influenced by what's outside than what's in the home. And so therefore we have almost a lost generation right now. The generation that's coming up is going to be walking in the same pattern if we don't do something different. So we all are responsible for the new generation that's coming up, and so we should all help. So I would hope that we'd be more cognizant of the fact that it takes a neighborhood to raise a child.
Miss Tally, what do you say to your grandchildren? Grandchildren. Ask her what she says.
Grandchildren? You talk to grandchildren? You got something to say to grandchild?
Mm-mm.
No. Advice?
Hmm.
Some advice?
No.
What advice do
how
you give
you-
your grandchildren? What advice would you give your grandchildren? And lead them in the right direction. What advice would you give your grandchildren?
Oh no.
You don't know.
How you lived so long? What was your philosophy of life to keep you here doing good so long? The good Lord.
Man up above.
Yeah.
God.
The good Lord. Faith in God.
Amen.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
All power is in his hand.
All powers in his hand.
All power is in his hand.
That's right.
Amen.
He keep me. Whatever I do for you, he makes me do it for you. If I give you advice for anything, if it's good for you, it's good for me. If it's bad for you, it's bad for me. I can't give you no advice because I have to give myself the same advice that I give you.
In other words,
so many times things can show me maybe 2 or 3 years before it happened. Now, the first airplane at a seed, the Lord showed it to me before. He came in the house, took me, he carried me all the way right in the house. I was asleep. No airplane to be seen or heard about. 3 or 4 years later, the airplane.
thank you. You made it. Thank you. So you had a
He said, me and my father was going somewhere. I don't know where we were going. But we had to catch the train. Instead of just walking along and not like that, we had to go up on an elevator.
to get in the train.
It was a long time ago. My father had passed. My husband and I was going to
California.
Vegas.
We went got on the plane. But when we started back home, we flew down here. The car run down there. Then they had to go on the elevator and go up to catch, go that floor to catch that plane.
You had to get on the
But
plane.
see, he had showed it to me. We was going on the train, but instead of being the train, I got on, it was an airplane. But still, it was on the elevator to go up.
Oh yeah, you had to go up.
But my church was going to split. My pastor had ordered a whole lot of different books for the church. He said, no selling. I look at plain now. What he gonna tell you? No selling in the church. Reason the room, the kitchen, the dining. I said, he's fixing to mess up the church right now. I said, he's fixing to mess it up.
This is how
They did have a split, yes. They had a split.
No selling in the church. The dining room, classroom, minister room, and they all was covered under one shadow. He got up in the pulpit. This is what he done. I'm gonna show you what he done. He go, I ain't gonna step up on this, but this is the pulpit what he stepped up on.
Okay.
He stepped up on him and he stood on it.
You want this?
This is a book.
Okay.
Now this is a book
All
for
right.
the seniors, for you and I.
Senior citizens.
But it's for the soon that he didn't put him. This book is for the adults.
Adults.
All the adults get this book. $7.
He's selling in the pulpit.
And he was in the pulpit. But he had told us no selling in the church. But all that was covered under one too. What was he telling?
So lie, huh?
What was he telling us?
Yep. Hypocrisy, yeah.
Come on! Speak it out loud so again. What was he telling?
He was telling them
A
to
lot.
buy a book.
To buy a book.
Buy a book. But he said no
All
selling in
right.
church.
Now, this is the senior citizen book. That's for you and I. $7. Now, I'm changing the time. This is for the junior, the youth.
Youth group.
The youth books is $5. Now, what was he telling us to do?
Buy in the church. Sell in the church.
Selling in the
What was
church.
he telling us to do?
To buy in the church. Sell.
The way I get it, he said, don't do what I do, but do what I say do.
Okay. Oh.
Without using the word do as I say do.
Wow.
Cute way to say it.
Wow.
See?
Wow.
I can sell in the church, but you can't. Do what I say do, not what I
I do. Right. Just do what I say do.
What did he tell?
Tell us the lie.
What did he tell? Come on out of it.
Don't
You told a
lie.
lie.
All right then. And I told him, I said, now he gonna mess up the church.
And you did.
That Saturday night, Sunday morning just before day. Some come to me, the one bunch went this direction. The other bunch went this direction. This is the church.
Split.
I stood up and I stood up in the church. I looked, and I looked. I said, I ain't gonna follow nobody. I took a straight shot. I didn't go with this.
Right.
I
nor
was so
left.
forward this way. I went there. And I said, I don't sound like this. Some say, take a straight. I think it's
Straight shot.
Right.
Don't look to the right.
Much is
Don't
going
look
to
to the left.
One much going to the right. But I went this way. I went with, see, I went with each one of them. That Sunday morning, I was going on the way to church. The lady I was riding with, I was telling me, she said, I'll take you to the church. I'm going to Sunday school, said, but I ain't gonna stay. And I told her about this. I said, well, I'll see you this morning. I said, I'll see you this morning. It was on his anniversary day. He went to run holding his service in Rumley's. But he didn't want nobody to have no service in our church. So we went on to Sunday school. She said, I'll be there to pick you up. I said, no, you ain't. I said, because I'm not staying here. I said, I'm not staying here. I didn't stay with him. Me and I got in the car, church, in the car. We come all the way back from Wayne. We were in the Amity.
That's where they are now.
So, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Over there on
Avondale.
Carlisle.
Avondale, I don't
Church on Carlisle. Crossing the road.
Oh.
That was
But I
the first
see-
place they went, and then they moved
So
to
the
Avondale.
Lord showed it to me.
Okay. They was over in school.
Right.
They went to that church visiting. But they
So don't think there was
their church.
so many things don't step over. And when we was gonna get this church over where we got, that's Saturday night, Sunday morning. I said, Lord, I said, Lord, where is we gonna find the church at? I said, is it going to be a mill there? On this side of the mill there? On the other side of the mill there? Is it going to be on this side of the road? I said, well, we'll find it. She said, go across Michigan Avenue. That's all it said. Go across Michigan Avenue. We ended up, what did we end up?
Across Michigan Avenue.
See, I'm thinking, come to you, the Lord show me no
Oh,
things.
sure.
Standing on the phone.
Can I ask your granddaughter to come in for a minute?
Excuse
No,
me.
she's
Not that one. Not that one.
Oh,
And while we're waiting, Maria, I would like to ask you
Daddy.
what you think about having a mother who's 92. You can sit over there.
I feel really blessed. I feel that I have a mom that can give advice down to my children and my grandchildren. I see how they look up to her and they appreciate her. And they'll look to her, you know, before me sometimes. They'll call mom for advice about things. And that's, I can appreciate that because I know that she can give her things that I can't. You know, she can give her a history of life that she's lived for so long. You know, and that's something that no one can take away from her.
So if mom says, I'm not sure what my purpose is in life, what would you say to her? Living this long.
To continue to give life to your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. Give them advice, help them to live according to what's kept you here this long.
Which is
Faith in God. You know, living by His word. That's what you've given them. And that's why they keep coming back to you. And I can appreciate that.
So this is Miss Tally's granddaughter or great-granddaughter?
Great-granddaughter.
Great-granddaughter.
Her mother's dead.
So I need you to say something to your great-grandma. What do you think about having a great-grandma? She's one of only a few people in the United States, in the world, that has reached this age. What does that make you feel, think? What do you think about that?
I just love her so much.
Tell me about your relationship with each other.
We have a good relationship. Anything she asks me, she know I do it. She don't have to ask me twice.
Mm-hmm. What do you think her message, living so long, what do you think the message of her life is for you? What do you get from
Treat
her?
others as you want to be treated. That's what she always say.
Mm-hmm. And what about faith? Do you think you can have the faith that she's had?
Yes.
Well, I want you to say something to her on the occasion of her 113th birthday. What would you like to say to your grandma, your great-grandma?
Yeah, I love her. That she's going to continue to live. And she's very strong.
Tell her.
That's my faith there.
That's her fat, yeah.
Touch her hand.
I love you.
Thank you.
all right.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. This is just an amazing interview, and there's so much to learn from the two of you. But I wonder, other people are going to see this, and yeah, lots of people. And so I want to know what do you want to say to the world and what you live in, if anything.
She said a lot of people don't see this. They don't put it so a lot of people don't see it. She said, what do you want to tell the rest of the
Just a
world?
little bit loud.
What do you want to tell the rest of the world? Because they're going to see this documentary. What do you want to say
I
today?
don't know.
What do you want to tell the people of today?
Say hello.
I don't know.
They killing and
See,
going on every day and whatnot.
It's hard when it's hard for me to understand when you can't hear too good. When you don't hear, and your mind is going too fast.
Mm.
I can remember some things, and some things I can't.
Well, that's okay.
I just the way it is. I can remember some things, and some things I can't.
Mm-hmm. Probably gets a little frustrated sometimes. Sure.
And it's hard to hear.
Me too. Me too.
I don't hear too good. And if I could hear it real good, maybe I could answer more of the question.
Does she have a hearing aid?
She have them, but she put them in them when she get ready.
You don't like them.
She don't like them.
Probably don't.
And
I can't do nothing.
I can't get the words together. But I can say I'm working the mouth, but I can't get that word together.
Do you wear your hearing aid?
See, I can't. Both of mine. Both of mine, yeah.
Where they at? Where are they?
I need to go to see him. I never
Okay.
need to go see him.
All right.
Okay.
I need to go see
Okay.
But she's in relatively good health, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she
She
doesn't-
go to the doctor. We gotta go tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Friday.
Mhm. Oh, it's Friday.
The 20th. That's our appointment day.
Mhm.
She takes her medicine when he give her what he
Where
prescribed on.
does she take it?
Well,
Does she have lots of medication?
about 4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
But her heart and
Her heart's good.
everything. We went last month. Everything was good.
Everything was good.
Just that leg is stay
Swollen,
swollen. But
right.
outside of that,
She wear. She.
we gotta get her some more water
Good
pills.
night.
That might help.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stop. Okay. Well, thank you guys very much. Mom, you want to say any last words?
No, I don't think so, except that there is, she said it the way she hold my head up. Yeah, well. Oh my goodness, I can't put it together. We just have to learn to treat each other as we want to be treated. Treat each other as a human being, not look down or mistreat anybody. And take care of the youth group, the coming generation, so that they will be better than the last generation. Knowing that God is our maker and we're down here where He placed us, and we need to take care of this place that He placed us. Enjoy it, because He put everything here for us to have that we need, and we should recognize that. I have nothing else to say. Thank you.
I think the last word is amen.
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 Thank you all very much.
Planting this corn. I would have
This
dropped
was last year. This is
What you doing?
fishing.
Drop
Went
corn.
fishing again this year.
peas.
This picture was in the paper from last year.
Dry peas, what you call dry peas.
That's when
Black eyes. Oh, this.
Oh, even the cotton.
Yeah, I think I got that. I think I
this
cut it
one
out.
out of last year's paper.
Yeah.
On the farm.
Was it hard? Was it hard? Hard work?
She's been
I
busy
didn't,
and
I didn't know
active.
nothing. I thought I was doing fine.
They gave that to her.
That's mine.
Oh, that's
No,
yours.
my grandson gave me that for Mother's
The
Day.
Mother's Day
I
is
brought it in the
beautiful.
house and sit it
Set it
right
right there and left it. Huh?
Trout
Yeah.
fishing.
How are you getting along?
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's wonderful.
Okay.
That's all I know.
She is.
She's such a dog. Such a dog. And she's shy too. She's a little shy. She said something, it made her laugh. I asked her, was it hard work? She said that's all she knew.
chicken cutting and whatever else.
Full of water, grow corn.
Right.
Drop your corn.
Wow.
That's just something that they
Drop
remember
peanuts.
back that far.
Mm-mm.
All that.
Then she met a man that wanted to have a farm.
And he couldn't hardly walk himself up. Just a minute. Oh man. Yes, you married that man.
We have your attention, please. Welcoming Gladys Wilson on her 92nd birthday. Let's give her a happy, happy birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Celebrate. It's a time to come together. All right. Go. It's a
It's gonna be a little while before I edit this and pull this together. What?
You tell me I was part of your.
Well, yesterday you were. Remember you were part of it, and I said today we're gonna do a little bit. It's okay. You probably just I listen.
No, you probably just told a tale or something. You
Tell it
always.
to us. Listen.
All right, go ahead.
You
Listen.
know, no. Tell us what is your name?
My name is Gladys,
Gladys.
and I married a Wilson, so I'm Gladys Wilson.
And your maiden
Maiden
name?
name was Gladys Long.
Where's your family from?
And my family's from Georgia, basically.
How old were you when you came north?
I was born in Georgia and at 18 months, my mother brought us to Philadelphia. At 4 years old, we came to Detroit, and that's where I was raised.
What was your mother's name?
Mother's name is Carrie Lou Smith.
Smith. She's from the Smith family.
Mm-hmm.
And your father's name?
Alexander Long,
Alexander Long. Where was he from?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay. And so when you came up here, you lived where?
Met him in Philadelphia. Mom did, and then we came to Detroit.
Detroit. And what did your father do in Detroit?
My father was tool and die maker at Ford Motor Company.
Did your mother work?
They were usually. That's what women did those days most of the time.
How did she get there
Where?
to work? Did they-
Bus to deal with.
She'd take the bus with a lot of other black women who did day work.
Probably so.
Did you ever go with her?
I went on my own when I was 16 to do.
Day
to
work?
have a little girl there, yeah.
A little white girl?
Mm-hmm.
How old was she?
A little white girl.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 5 or 6 because she wanted to know if my color would wash off.
She tried to wash off your color?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say to her?
God gave it to me just like He gave her her color.
And what did she say?
Oh, then we could take a bath together and it won't come off with it. I said no.
And how old were you?
16.
And you took the bus by yourself?
Yes.
Were you taking the place of your mom, or was this your job?
Well, the little girl's mother wanted somebody to stay with her while she went and did something. And it was on a Saturday, and Mom didn't work on Sundays.
Was there any? Did you see the movie?
The Help?
The Help. Yeah.
Yes, I read the book and saw the movie.
Was there anything about that movie or the book that brought back memories to you? Or was there anything in there that you could relate to?
Not really. Not time doing that babysitting and dealing with the white man was not very long. Mom didn't talk much about,
What you experienced. Did you dislike it? Was it, did it make you feel
I didn't
bad?
have any problem.
It's just another job.
Yeah.
And what school did you go to?
Went to Chelsea High in Detroit until we moved to Inkster High and graduated from there.
graduated. Did you go to college?
Went to Lewis Business College.
Okay, let's stop.
What's your most favorite memory in life?
If favorite or most memorable might have been when I went to Egypt.
To Egypt? Mm. How old were you when you went to Egypt?
How old was I? Yeah, that was just about 1987. I can't remember.
So that was about 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so that made you in your 70s. Wow, so what?
But, you know, I've taken quite a few trips, like to Montreal, and was able to see some of the culture in Canada. And then I went to Vegas, of course, and let's see, did I go to another country? Bahamas.
Mm-hmm. What did you think about the pyramids?
Oh boy.
Mm.
Awesome sight. Awesome. As a matter of fact, I went down under one of the pilgrims, one of the pyramids, where they buried, you know, some of their, like somebody like King Tut,
Mm-hmm.
and saw him in his casket.
Did you know you were in Africa?
Well, not for a while, you know. Egypt, I didn't connect it to it until we started going around, and then we took a tour down the Nile River.
That must have been really special.
Yeah, it was. And then we went over into one of the communities where they had all their foodstuffs and spices and stuff out, you know, in the open, where you could go by and pick out what you wanted and pay the man what you wanted to pay him for. What you give me, lady.
But do you think it's someplace you could have lived? Could you have lived there?
Maybe in Egypt.
Something about that lifestyle that made you feel comfortable.
Altogether different, but people were like, they were very sociable. I didn't get any bad vibes from them. In fact, one of the Egyptians that worked over here, with Marvin, I guess, when he was a Hewlett Packard, he came to the hotel where I was. Took me out for lunch. He was very nice. He was very nice.
Wow. He was an Egyptian, right?
He was an Egyptian.
So you have 6 children.
4 boys and 2 girls. As a matter of fact, 4 men and 2 women.
Wow. Why?
They're grown now.
They're grown now, huh? Today is a special day.
Yeah, it's been a special week, actually.
Why?
Because my birthday came on a Wednesday. My daughters came up like Sunday and Monday, been with me through the week, and doing things with me, for me, and to me. But it's been a week, and this is a culmination probably of all of that. I have quite a few grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
Well, why? This is your birthday week, so why is that special? Why is this birthday special?
I don't think this birthday is any more special, but every year around my birthday we have a family reunion. And each year around my birthday is a special time of year for me. It's the passage of another year.
And what year is that this year?
This year is the 92nd year. I've been blessed to be here on this earth.
Do you feel 92?
I hadn't until the heat wave came by, and I began to feel my age, every bit of it then.
Well, listen, you're not alone. Everybody was feeling it.
I know.
Well, so what do you think? Why do you think you lived so long?
I haven't earned all these years, and I don't know if I deserve them or not, but I tried to live.
So you're saying, like, about why you think you've lived so long? Not about deserving it, but...
Well, I don't know if I've done anything. Of course, God promises, 10, and He's given me like 12, and I'm just thankful. I've not done too many things, to hurt my body, and God made this body is wonderfully made, and if you take care of it, I think you can live a while.
What do you think about your cousin who's 113?
My cousin's 113. I think that she was raised on a farm close to the earth, and she did those things that are not detrimental to your body, digging in the ground and picking cotton and all that. It's physically uplifting for you. So I can only say that those type of things are physically good for you, and mentally you have to keep a clean mind.
Clean mind.
Spiritually also.
Speaking of that, you have how many grandchildren?
27.
My goodness. And how many great-grandchildren?
51 or 52, somewhere in there.
51 or 52. Not great-grandchildren.
Great-grandchildren.
Great-grandchildren. Great-grandchildren.
Oh, I mean, that was combined.
Yeah. Combined. Yes.
Let's see. It's
grandchildren and great-grandchildren combined are 52.
Yeah.
Wow. Does that include the great-grand? I think you have a great-grand.
I had one great.
One great, right?
Daughter.
So all combined they're 52.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So, what would you say to them? What message would you want to give to your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren?
What message would I give them? Well,
today's world,
yeah. Well, it's like my father used to tell me, don't follow the crowd, You have your own talents that God gave you. You have your own physical, mental, and spiritual strength, and you have to let that guide you. Have faith in God.
You have hope for this generation?
I have hope for this generation, but we have a lot of work to do. We're going to lose this generation and the next one coming. Parenting is very important. And I think if the parents are given the right structure in the beginning, discipline, knowledge of right and wrong, I think the generation, if they're strong enough so that what's out there doesn't influence them more than what their parents have trained them. Because that's what's influencing our kids now, is what's out there. And it's all good. Not a lot of it is good.
And so do you think at 92 you can make a contribution to the ability of these young people to get that message?
I have tried down through the years. I mean, at this present age right now, I don't know how much more time I have to influence them, but I've been able to talk to them. They do call me when they're in a tight or have a problem. I try to tell them what I think is best for them to do, or to try to do, or to find out something that they need to know. I try to do that.
Well, I talked to your doctor. He says there's nothing wrong with you, so I guess you can look forward to more time to do those things.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to know.
He says you've got about another 30, 40 years.
Yeah, well, the man upstairs got a lot more to say about it than he does, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, he's kept you here this long, I think, for a reason, so it's a good thing, right?
I'm what they call blessed of women. I have 4 men and 2 women who I know love me. They let me know they love me by the care that it isn't what they say, it's what they do, and that tells me that they love me.
Well, I'm sure that they...
And that's a blessing, because I know a lot of women, mothers, sometimes don't even see their children. In the space of a year or 2, maybe more. So I feel blessed.
I'm sure it's reciprocal. I think I can speak for them. Yeah, it's mutual.
It's nice to know.
All right, Mom, so I think we have some place to go, right?
Maybe we better get there.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go.
All right.